I am a firm believer in really changing things up and having variety in your workout, in your fitness. So today we're going biking. Got the mountain bike all loaded up into the truck, and we are heading up to Laurie State Park for an awesome ride. Right behind me here, we're at the trailhead for the Timber Trail at Laurie State Park. It's actually the closest trailhead to the park entrance, which we just went through. I'm gonna take you on this trail right now. All right, so here's the deal, guys. It is a little bit, I know right now you don't see any snow on this trail. You can see it off to the side, but it is definitely not super safe for filming. So I'm actually just gonna share the Strava map down below in the description. I'll point out a few areas on this particular trail. This is one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. The west, actually the Timber Trail, which we were gonna be on, actually I switched up, I didn't even tell you guys. It's up here, and it's a little bit shady up there, so there's more snow and it's just too slick. So I'll have everything down in the description, and I'll be back. All right, let me give you the rundown of what's going on since things have changed dramatically. Yes, we're still at Laurie State Park. No, we did not take the Timber Trail, which is also turns into, there's a spur for the West Valley Trail. Too much snow. The sun's not facing it anyway. So we moved over to the East Valley Trail. You'll see that in the Strava map down in the description. We're now at the Arthur's Rock Trailhead, which you can see behind me. That is Arthur's Rock. This is the trailhead here. There's a spur you can see here on the sign. There's the South Loop Valley Loop Trail and the Shoreline Trail. Both are really super awesome trails. One gets closer down to the reservoir. But what we're going to do is I'm going to just spend like 10, 15, 20 seconds telling you guys about the first 2.3 miles of that. It takes about 30 minutes. The first about 3/4 of a mile is all downhill and flat. It's nice and rolling. It's fun. It's a great warm up. There's one decent S-curve climb on the way. I would say it's fairly technical. I had to get off today. Actually, I got the first part. The second part I didn't get. And then it's winding. Then there's some uphill. The second half is mostly uphill. So it's a really nice mix, 2.5 miles or so. Super nice mix of terrain. And I highly recommend it. So today I'm going to continue down this trail right here. This is the Shoreline Trail. And we are heading south. Just in case you didn't believe me about the snow on the trail here. Anything where the sun hasn't touched, there's definitely snow. But it's 48, 50 degrees, beautiful day. All right, an important stop along the way here is about 4 miles in. This is the Colorado State Parks boundary here. So this trail that I'm on ends here in the Horsetooth Mountain open space. So it's just changing park system, but just know this is the end of Laurie State Park and where it goes into the Horsetooth Mountain open space. It's a great place to take a break. You can see all around me. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, the foothills here just behind me to the west. It's a great trail. The reservoir is just down below. Lots of red rock. Sun's starting to go down, so I'm going to actually turn around and start heading back. Well, as you know, this did not end up the way that it started with a bike ride on the Timber Trail and West Valley Trail. We actually ended up on the East Valley Trail. And so basically this trail is out and back is what I did today, out to the Horsetooth Mountain open space, which in out and back is just under 8 miles. It's just shy of 500 feet of elevation gain. So there's not a whole lot of elevation gain. There are some hills, they're more sustainable. There's really only 2 sections and they're very short where you have to get off your bike. There's some really cool bombing downhills. There are a few longer challenging uphills. There's some great breaks along the way. The views are spectacular. It's absolutely gorgeous here in the park. Definitely take note of what the weather patterns are if you do decide to come up here, because if you're on the west side and the sun hasn't hit that part of the mountain, it's going to be colder and there's going to be some snow and some ice, and there's definitely some risk at that. So overall, great trail. I highly recommend it. Just outside of Fort Collins. Details are down in the description. Definitely come out here and enjoy it. It's about an intermediate, I would say, trail. It's not a beginner trail, but it's also not an expert trail. There are many, many trails up here. I'm going to shoot some more videos when we get up here. I'm going to have some more content about this beautiful park and some other places, even around the country, where we're going to want to check out.